people like us usually don't have a discipline problem. We have a problem of things being gate kept from us. You cannot solve this gatekeeping with a productivity system. I know what you are thinking. You have your dog there for a publicity stunt. The thing is, an idea came to me fresh right now, and ideas have been coming to me fresh a lot of the times for the past few weeks. I said to myself, I will execute them one by one every single day. And then I didn't. So now all of these hundreds of little ideas that each could be either an essay topic or just an unprompted podcast like monologue topic are now jumbled up in my head. Right now, there are two things going on. My puppy is in my lap, and the goal is for him to calm down, to stay calm, and let me just do my thing, and he's gonna be bored and exist. This is very hard for an Australian Shepherd puppy because they kind of need a job and they are always go, 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 and owing to the fact that he's a puppy. And the second thing is that idea is fresh in my mind. I'm not sure how this episode will turn out. The thing is, when hundreds of little ideas are jumbled up in your head, you connect everything to everything, and the resulting art, your monologue, can kind of become generic. The whole point of this topic and episode, though, is to not be generic because I kind of want to talk about one specific thing. For the past 2 years, I have been in this country called America. And as anyone else, I have been struggling with something called the I word. I don't know how okay it is for me to just say this word out loud. So here we go. Emigratio. I have been struggling with this. I am not allowed to work. I don't have a work permit. So, regardless of my degree and my work experience, I don't really have anywhere to go and much to do, which is why I started a YouTube and now this podcast. In the past 2 years, for me to find meaning and to find just something to do, I've been going on some walks. That is one good thing that I get to go on walks in the park beside my house. And while going on walks, especially in the summer evenings, I was listening to a lot of podcasts. Incredible podcasts, let me just get that out of the way. But a lot of these podcasts, in fact, all of them that I happened to listen to, were done by Caucasian men, and their advice was, again, the advice was rooted in some good fundamental topics. But the nuance that it carried on to was relevant to the lives of people who were born in a country with a strong citizenship. So a lot of this advice about how to structure your day, all of this is relevant to someone who has opportunities at their feet. And this is just a point that I kind of want to echo, that for I words, like people of color who have left their home country and have gone abroad to build a life for themselves, do not have a straightforward way. So that just do it. Just start your brand. Don't spend 5 years in literature survey, and just start your personal, just start your YouTube channel. Again, there is nuance there. There are some things you can do. 2 minutes a day, taking a step towards something you want to do, whether it is when it's a low stakes step, like a little bit of a research or just recording a video of yourself talking about a topic. Yeah, you can often do that. But taking a big step, the big step where progress lies, the big step where a lot of discomfort will take place and that will change your life for the better, that option is not open for people like us. I'm a little tired of always listening to advice and point of views from people who don't really understand this. And one of the reasons I am starting this podcast is to put out episodes like these, stream of consciousness, or an essay topic that I thought encapsulates the lives or experiences of immigrants, or just, desi people, because life was something else growing up back in India, and it's getting lost. Today, my husband just said to me, an entire era is now kind of gone. We don't have MP3 players, we don't have those wired headphones as much anymore. And I was like, it's true, everything is easy and digital. And if we don't tell our stories, then all of it is lost. Let me start as a 22-year-old. A lot of girls overthink their life, what kind of life they'll build, and whether they'll have dogs and cats, what kind of nice, high paying job they'll get. And they'll be the smart one strutting around the office, and everyone is being managed by them, and maybe what kind of guy we'll find. A lot of these things. At the age of 22, I thought, hang on, maybe I want kids, maybe I don't. But on the off chance, if I want kids, it's a good idea to have two kids before 30 because that's, good quality of eggs or whatever. Just biologically speaking, it's so much better for women to do that. And if I want to have two kids by 30, then I need to be married at 27. I was 22, okay, just go with this. And if I want to be married by 27, I need to meet the guy and like be in a relationship with him for at least 2 years, right? Which means I need to meet the guy by 24 or 25 or something, or even earlier. And at 22, I freaked out. Now, all of these things, building a life with someone or just by yourself, having dogs, kind of depends on whether you have a livelihood that you kind of worked and studied half your life or all of your life for. When you're stuck in a limbo because of the way things are, it's like your humanity is stripped from you because you don't have choices. When you don't have choices, you are doing work. Hear me out. Worrying about whether this thing is going to work out, whether you are going to get work permit, whether you are going to have sorted, is in itself a full-time job. Worrying is a full-time job because this is what you spend your entire life doing. And that is not cheap. That is the cost of it. So if you're spending 10 to 12 hours working, maybe 6 to 7 hours sleeping, the other time you are doing applications and such to get a work permit and just sort things out. Again, I'm being vague on purpose, but if you know, you know. How can you possibly do anything in the leftover time? There's maybe 2 minutes left, which is why I keep going back to 2 minutes a day is maybe doable. More than that is kind of not. Not only do you not have any bandwidth left, you literally don't have any time left. This is what most advice out there misses. Like, people who have opportunities at their feet have a discipline problem. People like us usually don't have a discipline problem. We have a problem of things being gate kept from us. You cannot solve this gatekeeping with a productivity system. This is what I want to echo. So my puppy is doing well so far. He was a little annoyed at me, but he's gonna have to learn. And you might hear some chewing, and that's him. It's fine. The thing that strikes me the most, that also a lot of people don't talk about, but I want to, is that we already spent 2 decades of our life in homes and in upbringings that were not good. Like, a lot of it was abusive, kind of, to say the least. A lot of it was bad, and it scarred us and it traumatized us. And we tried to spend our 20s recovering. We maybe got a few years to do that. But now we are gonna be spending 10 to 15 years sorting situations like work permit and so on, and just trying to get the opportunities that some people born in with passports of strong countries had from the first day. So while I wanna get hundreds of little ideas out there, this particular episode is not the most coherent one. This is just me starting to echo, me starting to scratch the tip of the iceberg. But if I don't do this, if I don't put it out there while the thoughts are fresh, I won't actually do it. And then my brain won't generate good amount of ideas and I won't be able to do this more. So this is just one of the things I have to get out. Now, like a timer, my puppy is getting really annoyed at me. It is time for him to sleep. I've given him food. Everything is done. He had a long walk. We are gonna flesh out these topics kind of vaguely with some metaphors maybe for, safety in the future properly. But right now we are done and I will see you next time. Goku.